Sorry. My name's... They're gonna pop up.
And look to your left, please.
Sorry.
This way, yes.
And look to your left, ladies, please. To your left. Thank
One more
you.
thing. Stay in the chair.
Right next to you, right here, please. 1, 2, and 3. One more. Thank you.
One more look straight ahead.
And to your left, please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. To your left, please. To your left. Thank you.
Momo. It's like Middle Eastern. And it's like right right across from the Beachwood. Great brunch spot.
So I play Andrei Vasilyev, who was a KGB agent in the 70s in Moscow. I'd say I'm the counterpart to the CIA, which is led by Adrian Lester's character, and then becomes like I become the counterpart to like Haley and Emilia's characters. Andrei is alluring. He's like very ambitious, very driven, wants to get to the top, and then kind of has his facade broken and cracked when he gets involved with Emilia's character. He's the evil guy, and it was a lot of fun playing him. It was a dream, honestly. Like on camera, because both of them are, well, incredible actors, as you know, but like they're very giving, they're very witty, have really good ideas, smart, really good storytellers. Emilia is just so smart, so smart, and Haley is like so in the moment and like has like such brilliant and creative ideas. And off camera it was a dream as well, because we'd meet in the makeup trailer, like I don't know, Emilia had baked something or like Haley had brought something from the city. We'd get together, like have like karaoke nights. It was just really, it was a dream of a production and a dream working with them. Well, I'm based in Berlin, so like I don't think it was that much of a difference from me going to Budapest, like than for like let's say the other people like coming from the U.S. But it was fun because the city has so much to offer when it comes to filming. They have great studios. I think the set design that happened there was incredible. I had this one situation when the first time I came into Andrew's apartment, that I had this feeling of, oh, this feels kind of familiar, right? And I was born in Russia, so I texted my mom. I was like, hey, can you send me a picture of, my grandma's place? So she sent me a picture when I was like a little kid, and my grandma lived in the village, so like she didn't live in Moscow, but the living room looked exactly the same. It was insane. It was like so well researched, and I believe that is true, obviously for like the heads, but also like for the people working in Hungary, because they're really skilled. I would say watch it because like it's a really interesting spin on a spy thriller. It's a female lens, nothing that we've seen before. You can see ordinary people rising to like extraordinary circumstances. It's very light. It's so engaging and thrilling. It's witty. It's fun. It's it's just like it grabs you, and I think it's just a combination of like having the action, having the romance, but like being so light, which is so surprising. I think that's what people would want to watch.
I mean, what attracted us initially was we were really excited about the aesthetic of this time period, about the 70s. We're very attracted to tell stories about women and underestimated women, and we wanted to make something that felt elevated, that had a lot of thrills to it, but also felt like analog and tactile, like a not modern spy story could.
We wanted to make something really entertaining and fun, but not mindless. So, it feels like a lot of TV now is one or the other, but we believe TV can be both and should be both. So, I think we're really interested in who these people are when they're off the clock. So not just when they're in the most high stakes moments of their jobs, but when they're home alone, having doubts and fears and friendships and relationships. So the lens it's on the spy stuff, but it's also on other parts of their lives. And so I think that makes it a little bit different, just the focus on characters and their friendship.
Approaching it, a female-centric spy thriller. We brought together a team of great production designers and costume designers and people who are really excited about the aesthetic of the 70s, composers and music supervisors to really kind of build the sound and the tactile quality. We shot it in Budapest, which has a quality to it that felt still a little kind of lost in the past. So we really got to put a lot of that on screen, and then we just got two of the most talented actresses that we could find, and we put them in our show.
I have a couple people that I work with as often as I can whenever they're not on other jobs. I love to steal them and make them travel to far-flung corners of the globe. So in this case, it was Anastasia Magutas, who's our costume designer, who actually made the suit, or designed the suit. She did an incredible job. I've worked with her a number of times, and she really delves into the psychology of each character. So, who is each person? What do they think their style is? What are they actually projecting to the world? So she's incredible. And Sarah K. White, the production designer, too, they both share a sensibility in terms of making things feel bright and poppy and fun and really invite you into this world and get lost in it.
I'd say this is unlike our show is unlike anything on television. I think you'll be fully satisfied after each episode, and you'll be stressed and laugh and be entertained and feel depth of emotion, and you'll immediately want to watch the next one.
Awesome.
So I play Bee, and she is a kind of do-gooder, perfectionist, anxious control freak whose husband is in the CIA. He dies in the first episode, and then myself and a character called Twyla, played by Lu Richardson, decide to go back to Moscow to figure out what happened to our husbands, and in the process become spies. Well, because it's a spy story, but unlike any other spy stories that are around, it is a story about two women. And that's kind of the basis of it. It's Bee and it's Twyla, and that's the show. And I think we're pretty cute. So. Her capacity to change and grow, I found to be really wonderful. She was also, girl spoke fluent Russian. She got the smarts, She's a very smart woman, and she cares. So I like that. So the fashion was obviously a very big draw, and that was amazing. The fashion was brilliant. And there was no tech, apart from fun little sneaky cameras and all of the old school spy stuff, but no phones, no computers, none of that. So that was a lot of fun, getting to have that kind of freedom back. We love each other. I mean, it was just when we first met on Zoom, it was sort of love at first sight, and it's carried on.
I really hope the characters, especially Bea and Twyla, and their friendship, and they're proving the world wrong, and proving society wrong, and proving themselves wrong in the most beautiful, powerful ways. I love her deeply, more than I've ever loved a character that I've ever played. She actually made me love myself more, which was a really beautiful, healing experience. The thing specifically I love the most about her is her unapologetic, can't help it nature, her loudness, and her humor. Well, not everything about the 70s was cool, but a lot of things, like vibe-wise, were cool. The clothes were great, especially with a character like Twyla that's like a lot and bold. I really got to play with the costuming and the fittings. We had really fun fittings. And the music, and also the color. Like, I wasn't thinking of this or expecting it, but then when I watched the show, I was like, wow, the coloring and the way they've done this, like it feels modern and fresh and new for, 2026, but like it feels like the 70s. Like, it's just the feel. Emilia. Okay. If she would marry me, I would marry her. And I'll say it again, if she would marry me, I would marry her.
So Chris is a sort of deeply loyal. He believes that his job is, Bea is at the centre of everything he does, and he believes that doing the right thing is going to make a difference. And I think that belief is ultimately what costs him dearly. I didn't get a huge amount to work with Hayley, but I got a chance to work with Emilia, and she's unbelievable. The first scene we had together was quite a long scene, and she was just great to bounce off, and she's such a fantastic actress. So, yeah, it was a real dream. Well, I'd say it's a whole lot of fun, and there are a lot of twists and turns. So you've got to watch it to find out.
My character on Ponies, his name is Ray Szymanski. He is the right-hand man to Dane Walter, who is in charge of the CIA. I lead a double life where I have my family in the embassy, and then I also am a bit of a hapless spy who's better at his job than you think he'd be.
I think Ray is so much even bigger and greater than that. I think Ray he loves too hard. He fights for what he believes in. He is, he works too hard. He loves too much. Is how I feel about it.
Cheryl's worst quality is that she just is too addicted to the work hustle of capitalism, and we love that about her. My wife
would have been a girl boss in another era. Our characters are very fun together.
It is fun.
It's a bit of an it's a show of a bunch of odd couples, because you have Hayley and Emilia's characters that, obviously are put together through a trial of fire, and then you have our two characters who have chosen to be together, and everybody's kind of like, what are these two people doing together? And I think what they're doing together is just having a good time.
I was, in terms of the 70s, like being not just a backdrop, but a character in this show, I was so shocked when I first walked onto the set, where, I'd read the scripts, I'd read the characters, it was a lot of fun, I was excited for a spy thriller, and then all of a sudden, I walk into the Christmas party. It was the first thing we shot, and they've got this just amazing brutalist structure around us, and the clothes that we're wearing. I mean, it informs so much of the drama and so much of the comedy that we're doing.
So my character name is Sasha, and he's a technician, or he's some kind of double agent who works for KGB, who works for some secret Soviet surveillance technologies. At the same time, he works for CIA because he's being moved by a feeling of revenge and anger for the person that he had lost back in the days. Somebody who was very, very, very close to him, one of his family members. Yeah. At the same time, I had to speak Ukrainian as well on set, which I was very happy about because I'm Ukrainian. So we had some scenes with my mom when I spoke in Ukrainian, with some friends of mine. So it was actually a very, very valuable and very important experience for me. Oh, it was incredible, actually. We've spent a good amount of time there. We spent like 6 months, and it's a big chunk of my life, you know. And especially, it was happening when I was graduating from university. So my second semester of my senior year, I spent in Budapest. It was very special. It was a great time with a great cast, you know, and great people that surrounded me, and we had the best time. No, honestly, I couldn't ask for a better cast, better castmates, and better. They set the tone, and they set such a wonderful, amazing tone, such an easygoing and such a comfortable tone for the rest of the cast. It was just a blessing. Yeah, watch Ponies on Peacock on January 15th. You're gonna like it. Thank you.